So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to an academy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on an academy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education. And we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though. So that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. In the last lecture we studied about the information theory and we understood the basics of the information entropy, and we also saw what is a discrete memory list channel. In discrete memory list channel, some M symbols are simultaneously transmitted to N receivers and each receiver decides in favor of any one of the input. So in binary channel, as the name suggests, the binary refers to here 2. So it means the binary channel has two inputs and two outputs. So generally a binary channel has two inputs and two outputs. Now the two inputs can be represented as x1 and x2. Generally x1 you can call it as 0 and x2 can be called as 1. And it also has two outputs. So the outputs can be written as y1 and y2. Now in case of binary channel, two inputs are simultaneously transmitted to two receivers, which is y1 and y2, and then these receivers will decide either in the favor of x1 or in the favor of x2. So the general representation of this type of channel can be drawn like this. So this is your x equal to x1 and this is your x equal to x2. So this x1 can reach to y equal to y1 and y equal to y2. So it can reach on both the places. Similarly, this x equal to x2 can also reach to both the receivers. Now, whenever the binary channel is given, you must also know the transition probabilities. So this particular transition probability is written as y1 by x1. This will be written as y2 by x2. This probability becomes y2 by x1 and this probability becomes y1 by x2. Similarly, you can also calculate the probability of this particular event, and you can also calculate the probability of y equal to y1 and probability of y equal to y2. And this conditional probability, which is yi by xj, this conditional probability represents conditional probability of y equal to yi when x equal to xj is transmitted. So this represents the conditional probability that this probability is y equal to y1 when x equal to xj has been transmitted. Now the probabilities y1 by x2 and y2 by x1 are known as crossover probabilities. So these are known as crossover probabilities. Now you can also make it like this. So suppose This is your binary symmetric channel. This is input symbol x1, x2, and this is output symbol y1, y2, and these symbols are representing a receiver. So if you are transmitting the x1 from here, so some part of x1 will reach to y1 and some part of x1 will reach to y2. So if this probability is p, then you can consider this probability of 1 minus p. Similarly, if x2 is transmitted, some part of x2 will reach here and some part of x2 will reach here. So suppose if you are considering this probability to be q, this probability becomes 1 minus q. So if I have to write the conditional channel matrix, if I have to write the conditional channel matrix, I can write it as probability of y by x, and it will become probability of y by x. Horizontally I am writing y1, y2, and here I am writing x1, x2. So it will become probability of y1 by x1, probability of y2 by x1, probability of y1 by x2, probability of y2 by x2. So the matrix can be written as probability of y1 by x1 is p, and probability of y2 by x1 is 1 minus p. We also know that in conditional channel matrix, the summation of all the rows must be 1. So it is 1. Similarly, probability of y1 by x2, when you will calculate, you will get 1 minus q, and probability of y2 by x2 you will get as q. Here also the summation of row is coming out to be 1. So this is the conditional channel matrix. You can also write the input matrix. So this input matrix becomes probability of x1 into probability of x2, and you can also write the output matrix. So the output matrix becomes probability of y1 into probability of y2. So you can write this probability of y equal to probability of x into probability of y by x. So it becomes probability of y1, y2 equal to probability of x1, x2 into probability of y1 by x1, y2 by x1, probability of y1 by x2 into probability of y2 by x2. Now you can also write the joint channel matrix. So how to write the joint channel matrix? The joint channel matrix is P of x intersection y. So we know that this can be written as probability of x into y by x. So what you have to do, if you have to write the conditional channel matrix, then you can write this is your y1, y2, and this is your x1, x2. So it will become probability of x1 into y1 by x1. It will become probability of x1 into y2 by x1. It will become probability of x2 into y1 by x2. It will become probability of x2 into y2 by x2. So this is the conditional channel matrix. So we already know that probability of x1, y1 by x1, everything is known. Or you can also have written it first like this, then you could have expanded it like this, that probability of x1 intersection y1, probability of x1 intersection y2, probability of x2 intersection y1, probability of x2 intersection y2. Then you could have applied the Bayes theorem, and you can write it like this. So you can write x1, x2 here, y1, y2 here. So in this way you can always calculate the joint channel matrix also. Now I'm interested in some properties of binary channel, or some important calculations regarding binary channel. So first of all, let me again make this binary channel. This symbol is x1, this is x2, this symbol is y1, this is y2. So the first property we know that probability of x1 and probability of x2 will always be 1. Similarly, the probability of y1 and probability of y2 will always be 1. Third, you can write the probability of y1 by x1 plus probability of y2 by x1 is going to be 1, which means the summation of the row of the conditional channel matrix. Similarly, another one can be written as probability of y1 by x2 plus probability of y2 by x2. This also is going to be 1. So this means it is representing the row of the conditional channel matrix. Now, if you have to write probability of y1, so one way is to first of all write this matrix, and from here you can calculate the probability of y1 by multiplication. Another logic can be like this, that if we have to calculate the probability of y1, it means we have to transmit x1 also at y1 plus we have to transmit x2 at y1. So both these intersection probabilities must be true if we want to calculate probability of y1. So from here probability of y1 becomes probability of x1 into y1 by x1 with the help of Bayes theorem, and we know that this probability of A intersection B will always be equal to PA into P of B by A plus probability of x2 into y1 by x2. Similarly, you can calculate the probability of y2. So the probability of y2 again will be equal to the probability when x1 is transmitted and it reaches at the y2, and x2 is transmitted and it reaches at the y2. So you can write it as x1 intersection y2 plus x2 intersection y2. So basically it is representing that when you will reach at y2. So if you will transmit x1, then also you can reach at y2. If you will transmit x2, then also you can reach at y2. So this probability of y2 becomes probability of x1 into probability of y2 by x1 plus probability of x2 into probability of y2 by x2. Now you must also able to calculate the a posteriori probabilities, which means suppose if we have to calculate this probability, so it will represent the conditional probability of transmission of x1 when y2 is output. Or you might have to calculate this x1 by y1. So it also represents the conditional probability of transmission of x1 when output is y1. So in this way you also have to calculate the a posteriori probabilities. So for the calculation of this we will follow a simple method of the Bayes theorem. We know that probability of A intersection B represents PA into P of B by A, and this should be equal to PB into P of A by B. So if we have to calculate probability of x1 by y2, so what we will do, we will simply write here probability of y2 by x1, and we will balance the factor. We will balance it with probability of x1, which is this probability, and we will balance this expression with the probability of this or the y2. So from here you have simply applied the Bayes theorem, and you are interested in the calculation of x1 by y2. So you can calculate this x1 by y2 as probability of x1 into probability of y2 by x1 upon probability of y2. So probability of y2 we can also calculate, probability of x1 can be given, and it will also be given. So with the help of this particular calculation, you can always calculate the a posteriori probabilities. So a posteriori probabilities are also important. So you must understand how to calculate these a posteriori probabilities. Now let us again, because we are talking about the transmitters and receivers, so we must be able to perform the map analysis or the maximum a posteriori analysis for binary channel. Sometimes it is also called as optimum receiver for binary channel, or calculation of minimum probability of error for binary channel. Now this calculation is based upon the map analysis. So let me draw this binary symmetric channel, and I'm just alternating the symbols. So whenever I'll perform the map analysis, I'll deal with M0 and M1. So this is M0, this is M1, transmitted message bits, and these are the two receivers. This will be the probability of R0 by M0. This will be the probabilities of R0 by M1. This is the probability of R1 by M0, and this is the probability of R1 by M1. So we will do the map analysis for each receiver. Initially, in case of baseband digital communication, we had only one receiver, so we did it only for one receiver. Here we will have two receivers, so we will perform the map analysis for two receivers. So here you have to perform the map analysis for different receivers. So initially I am taking the receiver R0. So map analysis for receiver R0. We know that map analysis says if the probability of transmission of M0 is greater as compared to the probability of transmission of M1 when whatever has been received at the receiver R0. So if this probability of M0 is greater than M1, then it should decide in the favor of M0, otherwise it should decide in the favor of M1. So this P of M0 by R0 can also be written as probability of R0 by M0 into probability of M0 by probability of R0. So we have applied the Bayes theorem, and in the previous slide we studied how to write this particular expression. So this can be written as M0 M1. This expression can also be written as probability of R0 by M1. Then we will balance it with M1, and obviously then again we will divide it with P of R0. So these two expressions now we can write directly. Whenever you have to write P of M0 by R0, first of all reverse it. So we reversed it, and we write it as R0 by M0. Then balance it with M0 and divided it by remaining parameter, which is R0. So similarly you can do also here. First of all reverse this parameter, so I write it as R0 by M1. Then we balanced it with M1, and R0 is remaining, so that is why I have divided with this. So this R0 gets cancelled out, and it comes out to be probability of M0 R0 by M0 greater lesser M0 M1. It becomes probability of M1 into R0 by M1. So it is saying that whenever the multiplication of PM0 and R0 by M0 is greater, it decides in the favor of M0, and if the product of M1 into R0 by M1 is greater, it decides in the favor of M1. So try to understand it from this diagram. It is saying that if you have the probability of this particular point, which is probability of M0, and it is probability of M1. Now this receiver is fixed, so you should identify the paths which is reaching here. So one path is reaching here. So if you multiply this probability and this probability, now let us see the another path. Another path is this. Now multiply all the probabilities which is present in this path. So one probability is Pm1, another probability is P of R0 by M1. Whichever is greater, the receiver will decide in the favor of that. Which means if P of M0 into P of R0 by M0 is greater than P of M1 into P of R0 by M1, then receiver decides in the favor of M0. Otherwise, if probability of M1 into R0 by M1 is greater than the probability of M0 into R0 by M0, then it decides in the favor of M1. So you need not to apply map analysis every time. You can simply multiply all the probabilities which are coming in the path. So we fixed the receiver and we saw what are the probabilities which are coming in the path. So one path was coming like this, and it has two probabilities of M0 and R0 by M0. Another path was this path, and the probabilities in this path was probability of M1 into R0 by M1. So whichever product will be greater, the receiver will decide simply in that favor. Similarly, another analysis can also be performed. So let me again draw this binary channel. So this is your M0, this is M1, this is R0, this is R1. Again, this probability is R0 by M0, this probability is R1 by M1. This probability is R0 by M1, and this probability is R1 by M0. So suppose we know that the probability of M0 is known. So the probability of M0 is known. Also the probability of M1 is known. So again, in the last case, we performed the analysis at receiver R0. In this part, we will discuss the analysis of R1. So we will apply the map analysis for receiver R1. So for R1 also we will apply the map analysis. At the R1, two message signals are reaching. One is M0, another is M1. So it is also saying that if probability of M0 at the receiver R1 is greater than the probability of M1, whatever has been received at the R1, so it decides in the favor of M0, otherwise it decides in the favor of M1. So with the help of the Bayes theorem, we can directly write this. So we will just reverse this. So it will become R1 by M0. Then we will balance it with M0. So this probability of M0 will be multiplied here, and only one term is remaining, which is R1. So we will divide it by probability of R1. So it becomes M0. It becomes M1. Similarly here also, first of all we will reverse it. So it will become probability of R1 by M1 into probability of M1 and probability of R1. So this R1 gets cancelled out, and we get probability of M0 into probability of R1 by M0 greater less. This is M0, this is M1. So it becomes probability of M1 into probability of R1 by M1. So from here you can say that whenever the product of this P of M0 into P of R1 by M0 is greater, it decides in the favor of M0, and if this product is greater, it decides in the favor of M1. So let us try to understand what is happening here. Suppose this is the receiver, this receiver is fixed. Now you have to identify how many paths are coming to it. So one path is this, another path is this. Now multiply all the probabilities which are coming in the path. So we will multiply this P of M0 and this P of R1 by M0, and we will multiply this P of M1 and R1 by M0. If the product of P M0 into R1 by M0, which is this, is greater than the P of M1 into P of R1 by M1, which is this, then this R1 decides in the favor of M0. And if this probability, or if the product of the probability P of M1 into P of R by M1 is greater than the probability of M0 into R1 by M0, then it decides in the favor of M1. So here also you have first of all you have to fix the receiver, then you have to see how many paths are coming to the receiver, then multiply all the probabilities in the path, and which path gives the highest probability, that particular input will be decided at the receiver. So this is the simplest method to perform the map analysis in case of binary channel. Now let us calculate probability of bit error. So the calculation of probability of bit error. So again, let me draw this binary channel. So this is your binary channel. This becomes M0. This is M1. And we know that the probability of M0 is PM0 and probability of M1 is M1. This is your receivers R0, R1. And these are the transmission paths. So this probability becomes R0 by M0. This probability becomes R1 by M1. This particular probability becomes R0 by M1. And this particular probability becomes R1 by M0. So this is the behavior of the probabilities. Now suppose it is given that after the calculation we came to know that the probability of M0 into probability of R0 by M0 was less than probability of M1 into R0 by M1. This we calculated and we came to know. So simply at R0 we performed the map analysis and we multiplied this PM0 into R0 by M0 and PM1 into R0 by M1. So we fixed this receiver and we followed the paths. So two paths were coming to it. We multiplied all the probabilities along the way. So suppose this situation happens. So we can say that R0 decides in the favor of M1. Similarly, if we have to apply the map analysis at R1, so suppose at R1 we will fix the R1 and we will follow the paths. So here also we will have two paths and we will multiply the probabilities along the way. So first multiplication of probabilities becomes probability of M0 into R1 by M0 and another becomes probability of M1 into R1 by M1. So suppose in this case this probability again remains greater. So R1 is also decides in the favor of M1. So how to calculate the probability of error? So instead of calculating the probability of error, we will calculate probability of correctness. So we will calculate probability of correctness. So what is the probability of correctness? The probability of correctness is that R0 is deciding in the favor of M1 and R1 is deciding in the favor of M1. So this R0 is deciding in the favor of M1. So just follow this path because this R0 is deciding in the favor of M1. So you have to multiply this PM1 into R0 by M1 plus what about this R1? This is also decided. This is also deciding in the favor of M1. So you should follow the path from M1 to R1. So this becomes probability of M1 into probability of R1 by M1. And this is the probability of correctness, and the probability of error will be 1 minus probability of correctness. So by using this, you can directly calculate the probability of error. So let us try to do an example. Suppose consider a binary channel as this is the binary channel which is given here. And it is given here 0.7. This probability is given to as 0.3. This is 0.9. So obviously this will become 0.1. This probability is 0.4. So this will become 0.6. This is given. Now in the question it is asking in the first part, apply map analysis and obtain the probability of error. In the second part it is asking us to apply ML analysis and find probability of error. So first of all we will do the first part. in the first part we have to apply the map analysis. So let us consider this as R0, this as M0, this as M1, and let us consider two receivers R0 and R1. So first of all, we will apply the map analysis at R0. So we will fix this R0 and we will follow the paths. So two paths are coming here. One, second. We will multiply the probabilities. So first of all, we will multiply the 0.7 with 0.9 and we will multiply this 0.3 with this 0.4. So you can see that this probability will always be greater, which means this particular path which has the probability of M0 and this probability of 0.9 is greater. So at R0 we will always decide in the favor of M0. Now second, let us apply the map analysis at R1. So how to apply the map analysis at R1? We will fix the R1 and we will follow the paths which is coming here. One path is this, another path is this. So we will multiply the probabilities along the way. So we will multiply the probability 0.7 into 0.1 and it will be 0.3 into 0.6. So in this case this probability is greater. So you can say that the product of this particular path is greater and this particular path is associated with M1. So at R1 we always decide in the favor of M1. So this is very simple, or for the sake of clarity you can also write that this particular product is along the path of M0 and this particular product is along the path of M1. Similarly, this particular product is along the path of M0, this particular product is along the path of M1. But you can clearly see this is R0, this product of 0.7 and 0.9 is greater than the product of 0.3 and 0.4. So simply it will decide in the favor of M0. And at R1 the product of 0.7 and 0.1 is lesser as compared to 0.3 into 0.6. So simply it will decide in the favor of M1. Now what will be the probability of correctness? So to identify the probability of correctness, we have seen that R0 is deciding in the favor of M0. So simply you have to multiply all the products from M0 to R0. So it becomes 0.7 into 0.9 plus R1 is deciding in the favor of M1. So you have to multiply all the probabilities from M1 to R1. So it becomes 0.3 into 0.6. So this value comes out to be 0.81. So what will be the probability of error? It will be 1 minus probability of correctness, or 0.19. So this is the map decoding. We know that in case of ML decoding, whenever we want to apply the ML decoding, in that case the probability of M0 and probability of M1 will always be fixed and it will always be equal to 1 by 2. So let us apply the maximum likelihood analysis also. So these probabilities are given to us. This is 0.9, this probability is 0.1, this probability is 0.4 and it is 0.6. So this becomes M0, this is M1, this is R0, this is R1. So again, whenever you have to apply the map analysis, first of all you should fix the receiver. So I am applying the ML analysis at R0. So at R0 this is 1 by 2 probability, this probability is also 1 by 2. So at R0 two paths are reaching. One path has the product of probabilities 1 by 2 into 9 and this is with respect to M0, and with respect to M1 if you will see it becomes 1 by 2 into 0.4. So this is greater, so obviously it decides in the favor of M0. Similarly at R1 if you will apply the ML analysis, so at R1 also you have to multiply the products of the paths coming to it, which is 1 by 2 into 0.1. This is corresponding to M0 and it will be lesser as compared to M1. So it decides in the favor of M1. So here also we'll first of all calculate the probability of correctness. So it is deciding in the favor of M0. So we will multiply the probabilities of the path from M0 to R0. So it becomes 1 by 2 into 0.9 plus it is deciding in the favor of M1, so you will multiply all the probabilities from M1 to R1, so it becomes 1 by 2 into 0.6, so it comes out to be 0.75. So probability of bit error comes out to be 0.25. So in this manner you can solve all these questions. Now in the problem solving videos we will perform another questions we will try to solve, and we will perform their map and ML analysis. Now let us discuss an special case of binary channel. So this is the very special case of binary channel, which is known as binary symmetric channel. So in binary symmetric channel, the crossover probabilities in binary symmetric channel, the crossover probabilities are same, which means if I will draw the channel diagram, so it will look something like this. This is x1, x2, y1, y2. So the crossover probabilities will be same. So I'm writing both probabilities as p. So this will become 1 minus p. This also becomes 1 minus p. So in this case, the channel matrix x1, x2, y1, y2 looks like this. So y1 by x1 becomes 1 minus p. It becomes p. It again becomes p, and it becomes 1 minus p. So in this case also the summation of row is 1, summation of row is 1, but in this particular case the summation of column also becomes 1. So in binary symmetric channel, the summation of row as well as the summation of column both becomes 1. So now let us try to solve this question. In this particular question it is saying a binary random variable x takes value of 1 with probability 1 by 3 and value of 0 will become 2 by 3. X is cascaded to two independent identical binary symmetric channels, each with crossover probability of half, and we have to calculate the output of the binary symmetric channel are the random variables y1 and y2. So we have to calculate this particular hy1 and hy2 in bits. So let me draw this diagram as this. It has two binary symmetric channels. So this input is x1, x2. This input is, it is denoting it as y1. So let me call this as small y1 and small y1 dash. Let me call this as small y2 and small y2 dash. And for the sake of symmetry, let me also call it as x1 and x1 dash, or x and x dash, because it is the symbol of x. So it is given in the problem. Now it is saying that the probability of x which takes the value of 1, which I am considering as x equal to x dash, it becomes 1 by 3. So the probability of, and I am considering this x equal to 0 as probability of x equal to x, and it becomes 2 by 3. So this I am considering it as 2 by 3, and this I am considering it as 1 by 3. So this is with respect to the transmission of 0, and it is with respect to the transmission of 1. Now the crossover probabilities are also given in this question. So it becomes like this. The crossover probabilities becomes half, and it is binary symmetric channel, so every probability here will become half. So everything, every probability you can show it as half. This will also become half and half. So first of all I will calculate this y1 and y1 dash. So we know that how to calculate the y1. The probability of y1 will be received even when x is transmitted to y1 and x dash is transmitted to y1. So the probability of y1 becomes probability of x into y1 by x plus probability of x dash into y1 by x dash. So it becomes probability of y1, a probability of x is nothing but 2 by 3 into half plus probability of x dash is 1 by 3 into half. So you can write it as 2 by 6 plus 1 by 6, or it becomes 3 by 6, or it becomes half. So if probability of y1 is half, so we need not to calculate y1 dash separately, because the probability of y1 plus y1 dash will become half. So first of all, we have to calculate the hy1. So we have calculated the probability of y1 is coming to be half, and probability of y1 dash is also coming to be half, and we have to calculate the h of y1, and it comes out to be minus of summation of y1 equal to some yi log 2 probability of y1 equal to yi, and here I will vary. So this will become probability of y1 equal to small y1 log 2 probability of y1 equal to small y1 minus probability of y1 equal to y1 dash into log 2 probability of y1 equal to y1 dash. So it is minus 1 by 2 log 2 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 log 2 1 by 2. So this particular probability you can write it as plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, or it becomes 1 bits per symbol. So we have calculated the hy1. Now the second binary symmetric channel which was given, so it was y1 y1 dash, and we called it as y2 y2 dash, and the probabilities of y1 y2 dash is known, and it is also have crossover probability of half, so it becomes half, half and half. Now this y1 has probability of 1 by 2, and this probability of y1 dash is also 1 by 2. So we know that how to calculate the probability of y2. This probability of y2 will become the probability of y1 intersection y2 plus probability of y1 dash intersection y2. So this probability of y2 can be written as probability of y1 into y2 by y1 plus probability of y1 dash into y2 by y1 dash. So this probability of y2 becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So it comes out to be half. So we need not to calculate probability of y2 dash separately, it will also become half. Now you have to calculate the entropy of y2. So we know that the entropy of y2 can directly be calculated with the formula of log 2m, which is log 2 2, and it will become 1, because this y2 has two symbols. Both the symbols are equiprobable, which means the probability of y2 and y2 dash are same, and it is also half. So when any source has two symbols and both the symbols are equiprobable, then the entropy becomes log 2m. So it is representing 1 by m, so the value of m becomes 2. So I have in the previous case calculated with the formula. In this case I have shown you the direct application of the formula that we studied in the starting, that if any source generate equiprobable events, then the entropy will become log 2m, where 1 by m represents the probability of each event. So in the this will be bits per symbol. So in the problem it was asking about h of y1 plus h of y2. So this answer will become 2 bits per symbol. Now let us try to solve this question. in this question it is saying that it is giving us a Z channel, so it is in the shape of Z, and the input is 0 or 1 with equal probability. So the probability of 0 and 1 is given as half. Now it is asking about if the output is 0, the probability that input is also 0. So it is asking about the probability of, suppose this is your M0, this is M1, and let me consider this as R0 and R1. So it is asking about the probability that input is also 0. So it is asking about this M0 by when, if the output is 0. So this is asking about this M0 by R0. So it is representing this as 0. So I have represented this 0 as R0, this one as R1, and this 0 as M0, this one as M1, and it is asking the probability that input is 0, which means probability of M0, when output is 0, which means the probability of R0. And it is also given us that probability of M0 is equal to probability of M1. Now we know that how to write this. To write this, first of all, we will reverse this. So it will become R0 by M0. Then we will balance it with M0. And one term is remaining, which is R0. So we will divide it with R0. So this can be written as probability of M0 into R0 by M0 upon probability of R0. Probability of M0, we know it is 1 by 2. Probability of R0 by M0, which is this particular probability, it is given to as 1. We simply have to calculate probability of R0. So how to calculate the probability of R0? We know that whenever we will reach at R1, if we transmit M0, then also we can receive R0. And when we transmit this M1, then also we can receive this R0. So this R0 can be received, or this R0 receiver can receive this M0 as well as M1. So whenever we will transmit the M1, then also it can reach to R1. So you can write it as probability of M0 into R0 by M0 plus probability of M1 into R0 by M1. So probability of M0 is half. R0 by M0 is given as 1. Probability of M1 is also half. And this R0 by M1 becomes 1 by 4. So you can write it as 1 by 2 plus 1 by 8, or you can write it as 5 by 8. So this becomes 1 by 2 upon 5 by 8, or you can write it as 8 by 10 or 0.8. So the answer of this particular question should be 0.8. Now in this question, it is saying that the input X is given to the binary symmetric channel, and probabilities are also given. This is the probability of X equal to 0, X equal to 1. So let me call this as M0, this is as M1, this is R0, this is as R1. So in the question it is saying that if the received bit is Y equal to 0, then the conditional probability that 1 was transmitted. So again it is asking about the probability of transmission of 1. So with respect to 1, I have called it as M1 upon, it is saying that received bit is Y equal to 0. So the received bit is Y equal to 0. It means this will be R0. So in the problem it is asking about the conditional probability that 1 was transmitted, which means conditional probability of M1 when the received bit is 0. So the received bit is 0 means we have received R0. So again we know how to write it. We can write it as probability of R0 by M1 into probability of M1 upon probability of R0. So the probability of M1 is given as 0.8. This is the probability of M1, and this becomes probability of M0. So the probability of M1 becomes 0.8 into probability of R0 by M1 means this crossover probability. So this becomes 1 by 7 upon probability of R0. So how to calculate the probability of R0? We know that the probability of R0 means whatever can receive at R0. So M0 can also receive at R0 plus this M1 can also receive at R0. So you can also write it as probability of M0 into R0 by M0 plus probability of M1 into R0 by M1. So you know all the values. Probability of m naught becomes 0.2 and probability of r naught by m naught, which means this particular probability. So it becomes 6 by 7. Similarly, probability of m1 becomes 0.8 and probability of r naught by m1 becomes 1 by 7. So you can calculate this particular probability. So you can take 1 by 7 common. So it becomes 0.8 plus 1.2, or it becomes 2 by 7. So you can put the values here. It becomes 0.8 into 1 by 7 upon 2 by 7, or this particular probability comes out to be 0.4. So this is it in this lecture. In the next lecture, we will try to understand few more important topics.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL. You will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/GateLive. So GateLive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so the zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra, any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, date after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators, so you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical, and this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.